As I mentioned in the last video, I learned so much at the motorcycle training, including things that I didn't even hear about after 5 years of riding and loving motorcycles. And I will share this knowledge with you. By the end of this video, I will as well give you 2 tips for a really advanced riding technique in corners. If you haven't yet watched my last video about the motorcycle training itself, definitely do so to not miss out any information and to know about what all this personalized advice thing is. The first piece of advice helped me in so many different situations after the training and probably even saved my life. Here is how to not drive into oncoming traffic in corners. When you're in a corner and you want to reduce the speed, use your brakes wisely. In driving school, you probably learned to find the correct speed before entering the corner. But when you want to drive fast, things are different. So many bikers make the mistake to only use one brake, even though every bike has 2. With this behavior, your motorcycle determines its own riding style and you can do little to influence it. If you only use your front brake, for example, the motorcycle stabilizes and straightens up. With straightening up, the radius increases and you may not be able anymore to stay in the driving line that you actually chose. And the result is you will drive into the ongoing traffic. If you only use your rear brake, on the other hand, the grip on the rear wheel reduces and the motorcycle tends to fall more into the corner. So the 2 brakes have opposite effects on the corner radius and you can use this to your advantage. If you realize that you haven't chosen the correct lean angle for the corner ahead of you, just use both brakes and take advantage of the specific effects to ride on the ideal path. The second piece of advice is move the butt to the side where you want to go and also lean your upper half of your body in this direction. And I don't say everybody should adapt a hanging off riding style as you see it on the racetrack. So this technique makes handling easier on a sport bike. And I know there are so many different YouTube videos out there telling you to lean like this or like that and you don't know anymore what you should believe. There is no universal blanket way of how to lean. It always depends on what your goal is and which motorcycle you ride. Since I'm riding a sport bike, the instructor recommended the move your butt and lean in the direction you want to go technique to me, while he told another guy on an enduro bike that it's totally fine for him if he presses his bike into the corner. But my personal recommendation is on a huge sport bike it definitely helps. Let's come to a piece of advice which really needs some practicing, but then it really brought my cornering skills to another level. Enter the corner using both brakes to stay stable in your lean angle. Then you release the front brake and still continue to slightly press the rear brake. At the same time, you begin to twist the throttle really gently. This may sound strange in the beginning, right? Since braking and twisting the throttle are counterproductive. The effect you get out of it is the following. Drivetrain of the motorcycle gets preloaded. This results in even more stability in the corner and also the possibility to exit the corner faster. And here's my last advice, which you can use when riding a double curve. Use the front brake at the exit of the first corner. Your motorcycle will upright faster, enabling you to lean into the second curve.